And moving on, the results of the Zilla Parishad elections across Seemandhra and Telangana regions will be announced today. Now, these polls are expected to give a clearer picture of the likely scenario on the 16th of May, when votes polled in the general election will be counted. Now, beating expectations, the TDP and the Congress bagged a majority of the municipalities in the Seemandhra and Telangana regions yesterday. The YSR Congress party was relegated to a poor second, way behind the TDP, while the TRS was a shade better in Telangana than the YSR-CP in Seemandhra. Now, counting of votes will take place at the SIMS College of Law, the CMT Law College, the Amal College, the Government Degree College in Paderu, the Don Bosco School near Narsipatnam, and the Government Degree College in Narsipatnam. Well, the results of the Zilla Parishad elections across Seemandhra and Telangana regions will be announced today. These polls are expected to give a clearer picture of the likely scenario on the 16th of May, when votes polled in the general election will be counted. Now, beating expectations, the TDP and the Congress bagged a majority of the municipalities in the Seemandhra and Telangana regions yesterday. The YSR Congress party was relegated to a poor second, way behind the TDP, while the TRS was a shade better in Telangana than the YSR-CP in Seemandhra. Now, repolling is underway in 29 polling stations in Andhra Pradesh, 12 polling stations in Telangana and 17 polling stations in Seemandhra region will have repolling. Now, though there were no demands for repolling, the EC has taken the decision in the backdrop of violent incidents in several districts. The repolling will be held in 13 Lok Sabha and 21 Assembly segments, from where the EC has received complaints of intimidation, rigging and malfunctioning of EVMs. Reportedly, the state election officials had recommended repolling in only 2 polling stations, but the Election Commission of India added 27 more on its own. Well, repolling is underway in 29 polling stations in Andhra Pradesh. Now, 12 polling stations in Telangana and 17 polling stations in Seemandhra region will have repolling. Now, though there were no demands for repolling, the Election Commission has taken the decision in the backdrop of violent incidents in several districts. The repolling will be held in 13 Lok Sabha and 21 Assembly segments, from where the Election Commission has received complaints of intimidation, rigging and malfunctioning of electronic voting machines. Now, US President Barack Obama congratulated the people of India on concluding the 9th and final phase of their national elections. Now, despite a 9-year visa ban against Narendra Modi, the likely future Prime Minister of India, Obama said that he hoped to work closely with India's next administration to make the coming years. In fact, this is what he had stated. He said, "We look forward to the formation of a new government once election results are announced, and to working closely with India's next administration, and to make the coming years equally transformative." Now, he did not stop there. He went on to state, "I congratulate the people of India on concluding their national elections. India has set an example for the world in holding the largest democratic elections in history, a vibrant demonstration of our shared values of diversity and freedom." Now, a series of exit polls released at the end of the voting indicated that the BJP-led NDA will form the government. Now, a fight erupted between 2 cops in Tumkur late last night. ASI Krishnamurthy was allegedly assaulted by probationary SP Dharmendra Kumar Meena. Now, a fight broke out between the two at midnight when ASI Krishnamurthy reported late for the night beat. He was called in for questioning by the SP to the Amruturu police station. Now, ASI Krishnamurthy was hit with a calling bell by the SP and has now been admitted to Bowring Hospital after he suffered injuries on his chest. fact, a fight erupted between two cops in Tumkur late last night. ASI Krishnamurthy was allegedly assaulted by probationary SP Dharmendra Kumar Meena. A fight broke out between the two at midnight when ASI Krishnamurthy reported late for the night beat. He was called in for questioning by the SP. Now, ASI Krishnamurthy was hit with a calling bell by the SP and has now been admitted to Bowring Hospital after he suffered injuries on his chest. He has decided to file a complaint against the SP. Now, 4 people have been arrested in connection with the gang rape case in the city. They have been taken into custody by the HSR layout police. The accused have been identified as Bahubali Veerpur of Haveri, Bahubali Shekhar, Vinod, who hails from Belandur, and Manjunath Gowda. Now, 2 more accused are still on the run. Now, police had registered a complaint in connection with the gang rape of a woman on Saturday by 2 men after she was pulled inside a car. As per the complaint, the lady was waiting for some transport near Belandur. A car came in which 6 persons were present. They dragged her inside the car, took her to a deserted place and subjected her to sexual violence. En route, when the car slowed down on a hump, she somehow managed to open the door and escape. Later, she entered a building. We're told that these men chased her, and during the process she fell down from the first floor of that building. Thereafter, she was taken to the hospital by locals and is currently under treatment. Now, a petty argument turned into a gang war between youths of 2 areas. Several men belonging to Honga Sandra and Kodi Chikkanahalli clashed at around 10:30 last night and vandalized several vehicles. The fight broke out between men identified as Amrish and Sridhar of Hongasandra and Kabaddi Rajshekhar and Prakash of Kodi Chikkanahalli. The youth of Hongasandra allegedly entered the Kodi Chikkanahalli area and vandalized bikes and cars parked there. They also smashed windows of shops and houses. The police suspect that the local MLA and Congress leaders' men are behind the act. Well, a petty argument turned into a gang war between youths of 2 areas. Now, several men belonging to Hongasandra and Kodi Chikkanahalli clashed at around 10:30 last night and vandalized several vehicles. The fight broke out between men identified as Amrish and Sridhar of Hongasandra and Kabaddi Rajshekhar and Prakash of Kodi Chikkanahalli. Now, the youth of Hongasandra allegedly entered the Kodi Chikkanahalli area and vandalized bikes and cars parked there. They also smashed windows in shops and houses, basically. Now, the police suspect that the local MLA and Congress leaders' men are behind the act. Now, the police suspect that the local MLA and Congress leaders' men are behind this particular act. Now, a fight erupted outside the Chief Minister's residence as several supporters arrived to wish him. Now, they had come from several parts of Karnataka to wish Siddaramaiah for completing 1 year as the Chief Minister, but they were not allowed to meet him by the cops. A verbal duel broke out between the supporters and cops outside the Chief Minister's residence. But you can clearly see the cops trying to ask the people or request them to move away from the Chief Minister's residence. Now, considering the fact that if they all stand there, it will cause a lot of traffic problems. However, this led to a verbal duel between the supporters and the cops, and all this outside the Chief Minister's residence.
6ರಿಂದ 8 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಜನರು ಕೂಡ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಎಂ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ಹಾರೈಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೈಸೂರಿಂದ, ನಂಜನಗೂಡಿಂದ, ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಿಂದ, ನರಸೀಪುರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಿಂದ, ವರುಣಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳು ಅವ್ರ ಹಾರೈಸಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳೆಯಂತ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರು ಫೋನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ರೇವಣ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ರೇವಣ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬಿಡಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ?
ಬಿಡಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಆಯ್ತು, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆ 3 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಇದು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಜಾಗ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ, ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?